Metro Nashville Council member wants people not wearing a mask to be charged with murder or attempted murder. A council member, this fucking disgusting vile piece of shit. Metro Nashville at-large council member Sharon Hurt, their good name, said Wednesday during a virtual meeting of the Joint Public Safety and Health Committee that there should be stronger legislation for those not wearing masks, and suggested they be charged with murder or attempted murder. Listen, fucking idiot. If you want to wear a mask and they're so, so good that they're going to protect you from a virus, what is your fucking problem that someone else doesn't wear it? If your mask doesn't do the job, well, it just means they're not worth a piece of crumpet. Wear your mask if you want. None of this fucking bullshit. I'll just go read a few more lines. Hurt said that she works for an organisation that if you pass the virus. Sorry, fuckhead. Viruses don't get passed. Then they tried for murder or attempted murder. Hurt thinks the same standard should apply to the general public. I've actually got her talking on a video. I'd rather show you that. Hearing it from her own fucking big mouth. So yeah, I don't know. It's like, the vaccine. If you take the vaccine and it's supposed to work and it's going to protect you, who gives a fuck if other people don't? The vaccine is going to protect you. So if other people don't take the vaccine and they're near you, so what? You've had the protection from the vaccine. Exactly the same as this mask shit. Who gives a shit if there's no people? Who gives a shit if the people around you aren't wearing masks? You've got protection with your own mask, and that should be, should be satisfied with that. That should be sufficient. Anyway, let's hear this idiot on this video.
Thank you, Vice Chair Johnson. Councilmember Hurt, your hand up. You're recognized.
Thank you so much. My question goes back to legislation, and I don't know if Mike Jensen could be the one to answer the question, but my concern is, I work for an organization that if they pass a virus, then they are tried for murder or attempted murder if they are not told. And this person who may very well pass this virus that's out in the air because they're not wearing a mask.
Hang on, I'll just stop you there. How are you going to prove, all right, this person supposedly wearing a mask goes and tests positive whenever, how are you going to prove that someone that she happened to walk past, wherever, in a supermarket, wherever, how can she, prove that someone that wasn't wearing a mask was the reason for her testing positive? Unless that was the only person that she's ever come in contact with for days and weeks and weeks. Honestly, what, you're going to trace every single person that she came near? Oh yeah, it was the guy with the without the mask in the shopping centre last week that must have passed it on. What a fucking bonehead, honestly.
It's basically doing the same thing to someone who contracts it and dies from it. It seems to me that we have been more reactive as opposed to proactive, and a little too late, too little. So my thing is maybe there should be legislation, stronger legislation. I don't know if Mike Jameson can speak to it, but maybe there needs to be stronger legislation to say that if you do not wear a mask and you subject exposure of this virus to someone else, then there will be some stronger penalty as it is in other viruses that are exposed.
Fucking shut up, idiot. You're virtually saying anyone that doesn't wear a mask should face this penalty or whatever. Because how are you going to prove that they passed it on, you fucking stupid, dumb fucking bitch? She's not the only fucking idiot here. Check this one out. A few minutes later.
I'll assume that's from earlier. Councilmember Welsh, you have your hand up. Is that from earlier, or do you have another question?
I do have another question about the accommodations that we're making for people who say they have a problem that allows them to not wear a mask. The ADA allows for reasonable accommodation for conditions that cause people to not be able to follow existing law. It does not allow people to flout law. If you go into a retail store, a reasonable accommodation is not for you to be able to walk into a store and infect everyone in the store.
Infect everyone.
The reasonable accommodation is that the store says, you can call us and we will bring your order to the curb. We need to stop thinking that because people have some sort of condition that requires them not to be able to wear a mask, that they are just automatically allowed to act without thought about the effect of going without a mask has on everyone else. So we need to rethink how we are applying the ADA definition of reasonable accommodation, and I think we really need to be enforcing that in force downtown.
So, she's virtually saying, no excuses, everyone wear a mask, doesn't matter for what reason you've got an exemption. Yeah. No, you know, if you've got an exemption, we don't want you in the store, just hang out on the curb, I think she said, and we'll bring out what you want. Oh, yeah, you know, I want 1 million items, but yeah, just bring them all out to me, because I really know exactly what I want to buy in there, because, you know, when you go shopping, you just go around and you pick this and you pick that. You have no idea half the time what you want. But no, I'll just hang outside and you get me, you know, what I think I was going to buy. I mean, honestly, there's one more idiot I just want to point out here.
And again, who that question goes to.
Dr. Caldwell, are you there?
Yes, just getting back on.
Have a look at this fucking idiot, will you? Oh my God, he's in his own room and he's got this mask on, all on his own, and he's got that shit on. Oh, man, come on.
What we do there is direct people, first let them know that masks are required. Oftentimes they have it on them, so they just usually get out their own mask. We do have the masks that we can provide to them, although that won't happen all the time. But when we don't have a mask to give them, there are all the businesses that are available. Actually, I'm looking right now at the...
No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see your shit. Look at, what a goose. What a goose. Take the fucking thing off. What? You're going to spread the virus to yourself in your own little room? What a fucking idiot.